I'm Trent.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Barrett.
And we are Status Macabre.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey. And I'm really Chrissy.
And I'm really Carrie.
And we
really
are Status Macabre.
All right.
Hey, that was great.
That sounded official.
It did. It did. So we have special guests today. Our first special guest.
Yep, that's us.
We
The
have,
famous ones.
Yeah, we have Zach, Trent, and Barrett.
Hey,
And
hey,
you guys are.
the All About, Nothing, podcast. Where were you at?
I knew.
It was going to
was a little
sound too
behind.
drumble. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to let them do it.
And we are the All About Nothing podcast.
Yay.
So-
And we're so excited to have
Yeah.
you guys.
Could we harmonize that?
You should.
And we are the... We kind of Boys to Men did a little bit. Mumble rapping Boys to Men.
So I've known Barrett for a really, really long time.
God, that makes it sound awful.
It is.
Well, she said decades earlier.
I
She
said
said decades.
It is
I
true.
preferred to put it around 20 years. Because then
That's
decades. That's two decades.
You guys met
Yeah.
when
Yours-
Stonehenge was getting put up.
I was, what, 20?
She's not that old.
You'd be 24.
I was 24.
Minus...
I have known you through 3 name changes.
Yeah.
I said 3. No, 4 name changes.
And he just called my ass out.
That's
You're out.
I got
Shots
thank you-
fired.
Thank you, Barrett.
What
Shots
was it?
fired.
right across the back.
Thank
You want me to stop? I'll
No,
stop.
I just stop right there. Let's stop right there. So
Thanks for all of your help.
Damn, Barrett came out firing.
On Front Street.
It was like,
I didn't say that on ours because I didn't want the repercussions of.
Barrett's like, I can do what I want on this one.
right? Unfollow.
What's
This bitch
great-
is a slut.
What's nice? Oh no, that's not what I was saying.
Oh, Jesus
That
Christ.
wasn't even remotely what I was
Barrett,
saying.
you're trying
Guys,
to
I'm
get
usually the
canceled.
one that has to get told this.
Every
Can we
week.
get on track here?
All right, yeah. Let's back up. Let's back
Do you
up.
want to hear
All
about
right.
the time Chrissy threw up at work into a trash can?
Oh, do you want to hear about the time she threw up in a swimming pool in a hotel?
You hear by the time she threw up on me?
Hold on. So
She threw up on my dog.
So
I saw her.
there was actually it was
This is going
twice.
downhill.
It was
real
twice.
Quick.
It was
Very.
Look, I told her all she has to do is just talk over us. That's all she has to
She
do.
did.
Yeah,
he did, he
she
did.
basically said that all we have to do is just be rude and
Just
Okay.
talk.
Just shut the fuck up, Barrett. You know how many times I've said that in my lifetime. All right. So before we get started.
Yeah, but
Okay.
only when we were fighting.
No, it makes. Oh.
I feel like we need to restart this.
Leave it in.
Like, are you uncomfortable? I feel like
I'm
we've
just like,
accomplished
you know,
something if you're
I think the murder thing's getting off track now.
No, we're leading to it.
yeah, this is how you get
okay.
murdered.
Yeah, Barrett's gonna die in a few minutes.
This is how bitches end up in ditches. So be careful.
Don't be a dumb bitch.
Be a smart bitch.
All right. So I want
Bitches really
to
do get ditches.
introduce you guys a little bit. Could you let's start with
Round table.
Zach.
All right, I've known Barrett for 5 years. He and I used to work together.
I don't want to
started
be
the
the anchor.
podcast.
I really don't want to
You
be the
are the
anchor.
Go ahead and tell us about yourself.
Oh.
Zach.
Barrett
Well,
once did this.
Barrett pulled a gun on people.
You are never going to
Episode 81.
Tune in.
I was born and raised in Chapin, South Carolina, to a cis father and cis mother.
What's the sis? Wait.
No, cisgender means you recognize the gender you were born with.
Oh, is that really what that means? Yeah.
I got
You're
nothing.
on to some 2021
I was
type
going to
shit.
say,
Oh, yeah.
can,
I know,
can we
yeah.
can we just keep it regular?
Yeah, I know.
I don't need premium.
I was thinking-
Whatever's happening, can we just keep
I
it
think
No.
they prefer
All right.
unwoke.
I was born and raised in South Carolina. I'm 33, and I've known Trent forever and a day. literally 15 years going on
And
now.
the day.
Big on music, big on podcasts. Barrett and I started. I started my own podcast, and I started working
I
where
adopted
Barrett
him.
worked. Yeah, and Barrett's like, "You sound real lonely," and I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You want to do a podcast?" And I'm like,
Story of my
"Yeah, what are
life.
we going to be about?" And he's like, "It's all about
You're all
nothing."
about
And I
some
was-
pound puppies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, if that's not true.
That is true.
And shout out to Neek the engineer.
Yes,
Trent
yes.
and I. Trent, Neek, and I all played in a band together.
We did.
Yeah, so I'm going to interject real quick. We are actually in a real studio today.
A real one, like
I know, not like
kinda
fake,
feels-
not
They
like
have the
here.
styrofoam
Feels
stuff
like
on
we're
the
doing-
wall.
we're doing
got
big girl
some
stuff today.
mufflers. We have
that-
mufflers.
And Muff.
We muff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
we've
is
got
muff.
muff.
We going up.
turn.
And so we are actually at Barrett.
GOT Sound Studio, Columbia, South Carolina.
And what's the website?
GOTSoundstudio.com.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to book some time
Yeah.
with Neek,
Neek
on
the
through.
Geek.
yeah, come on down.
Well, and more about me.
Yeah, so please finish.
Yeah, you got about 30 seconds.
I have a 10-month-old daughter.
Oh, and she's beautiful.
She's gorge. My lovely wife, and that's pretty much it. Chapin, born and raised.
All
Chapin's
right.
not a bad area. I moved there 10-ish years ago.
And we are moving there.
You get on the love it.
Welcome to Chapin. Everyone can't drive.
And the police suck.
And the
the
cops
police.
will do the drugs
Well,
for
you only got two.
And
You only got two
over if you're
stoplights to
drinking
worry
and
about.
driving.
I was gonna say we
They
got
will-
two stoplights.
They just got a
They will
Goodwill.
pull you over from 3 streets down over and then embarrass you in front of all your coworkers.
There you go. Oh, that.
When I was growing up, it was like Dukes of Hazzard. Can they
I
catch
like
me?
how you.
It wasn't just you. I watched like 10 people get
Oh, that's
pulled over
right.
that morning.
That's right. It was me and several others.
I mean, you got to go get
Mostly
the Chick-fil-A
GIS
biscuits,
employees.
man.
Chick-fil-A. Well, Chapin now is
it
a
my turn?
Zaxby's.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I'm Trent Clark. I was originally.
Two first names.
DJ Alonzo.
You think?
Yeah.
You think Clark is a first name? I
Yes,
really
I do.
always thought Clark
It helps
was-
on applications that
It
his
does,
name
yeah.
sounds
Yeah,
like
they
I
definitely
like it.
sound like a white man.
I was waiting on
My
it.
mom is.
I was waiting on
My
that.
mom and dad, they were very smart. Yeah, they're very smart. I have no problem with job applications. I walk in and they think I'm a middle-aged white man.
There's
and
no way
they
that
say-
black guy's Trent.
They like Trent Clark.
Trent Clark, he stands
No, no,
up.
no, no,
Like, right here, sir.
No, we're looking for a white guy.
I have a 2-year-old son. He is great. Probably the best thing that's ever
He
happened
is
to me.
cute.
Thank you, thank you.
He was adorable as he dumped his whole pail of bucket
Water.
water.
Water. That's
He
what
literally
does.
did the Little Rascals scene.
Yes, yes.
By
And
himself.
I originally went to. I got a nice little story. I went to Mid Carolina. Then I got transferred over to Newberry, and then I graduated high school from Chapin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I went.
What
all
year
3.
did you graduate, my friend?
2009.
Oh God, I'm old.
Yeah.
2007.
I wasn't even gonna
Oh, my.
say that, but you know, I'll
I
let
was.
Barrett say it.
I'm. Barrett, tell me how old you are. Please tell me you're older than we are.
42.
He's
Older.
no, he is not. You
You're
are
younger than
42.
us. You're younger than we are.
I'm
You
42.
and I are a year apart, love.
Okay, no. See,
Then, then his birthday's about to.
we are a year and 11 months apart.
oh.
So that's like 2 years.
Yeah, we call that
That's a
2
little
years.
hard.
77,
Wait.
79.
So how old am I?
We're 44.
Oh.
We'll be 45 in. Yeah, we
Jesus
just turned 45
Christ.
in April.
Okay, respect. April, what?
I feel like you all know
29th
enough about me
and
now.
25th. I'm a Taurus. I knew it. I knew it.
Fair,
Taurus
what
in the
are you?
house.
Check it out.
Oh, he's an Aquarius.
Oh, are you a freaking?
He's an Aries.
Sucker.
And as a Pisces, I am empathetic to your
How
happiness.
are you?
That's one of those ones that don't matter.
I was gonna say Pisces.
What are you, a
Anyway,
water sign?
Trent, finish
Yeah.
your
Oh,
story,
okay.
love.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Trent. Yes.
So yeah, went like I said, moved to Chapin. Went to
Met my
Tech.
sister.
Oh yeah, met your sister. We dated for a while.
Well, that's how we became friends.
yeah.
Oh,
That's how we
okay.
dated.
I
So-
was thought some shit was gonna go down.
Yeah, no. It was a good breakup.
Maybe.
It was a good breakup. We just had a
we
dog
were
to
still
take
boys.
care of.
Yeah, yeah. no.
Y'all got a
So-
dog together?
Well, we did get a dog together. The dog eventually died.
Years and years later, y'all, Jesus Christ, it wasn't like you broke up
Yeah.
and Trent strangled away.
Yeah,
Status
We
macabre.
look, we look for murder everywhere.
no,
we,
no.
we're like, who killed the dog?
Well, it is a murder mystery because
He was the best.
one of my I feel like one of my neighbors poisoned him.
Oh
Do
snap!
we know their name?
No.
Should we track him down?
Well,
they
here's
still
a
live
hint. It's either a Sheely, a weed, or an Amic. It's in Chapin.
Amick.
Oh, that's
Amick,
Amick.
Barrett. Don't
Amick,
disrespect him.
Whatever.
Amick.
Amick Ferry, whatever.
Amick.
Very.
Emick.
So yeah, man.
Why-
I mean, that's about
You're
it.
from Ohio.
You're from Ohio.
That's fair.
You know, you cannot sling a fucking greasy old tater tot around here without hitting somebody from Ohio.
Look, I don't like to talk about that part of my life.
No, my brother-in-law's from fucking Ohio. I'm just like, you guys are everywhere.
Are y'all Ohio State fans?
Shit, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Game
Bobcats.
No, I'm not. I lived in Ohio till I was 4. Just smack him.
Okay.
Okay.
Drink.
I
right,
feel like
so-
we're not.
I'm done. I feel
Okay,
like- I feel like-
all right.
Trent's a Clemson fan, so.
I am a Clemson fan.
Oh.
Hey, Air 5.
Air 5. What else can I say? I like long walks on the beach and margaritas.
We've had some great ones, haven't we, buddy?
What you got?
I honestly, I feel like there's already been enough. My name is Barrett. I started All About Nothing on honestly, I started it because I was really irritated that I couldn't give my opinion at work on politics.
Nice.
That was where it
That
started.
sounds about right. And
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Sounds just like you.
Yeah. So basically, it just started as me kind of
Bitching.
talk. Yeah, pretty
You know
much.
what really
Republicans?
grinds my gears?
No, not necessarily.
You America.
Republicans. I
Fuck
don't-
you.
I don't
If
have
y'all
issues
wanna
with
tune in-
Republicans. It was mostly Trump. That honestly, it was mostly just Trump.
It
If y'all
was
want to
just
tune in, go back to episode 1 through.
Tune in to
Start on episode 1.
All About Nothing podcast. If
Honestly,
you want to hear some Trump bitching.
Honestly, start with number 2. That was probably where the sound.
Bear's like, I can let it out now.
Truthfully, you needed me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I had guests on from time to time, but it was
Your next door neighbor bitching about Trump as well.
no. My next door neighbor is a huge Trump fan.
Oh, okay. The other neighbor.
Well, he couldn't get his opportunity.
Well, what's funny is my podcast was Anything Goes, and Barrett's is like All About Nothing. I was
Yeah.
like, Anything Goes on All About Nothing.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
sure does.
You
Yeah.
merged the two.
Yeah, originally
All
from Atlanta. I moved here to Columbia back in 2001, I guess. Yeah.
Yes,
So I've been here
that's
for
when we
quite
met.
a while. Yeah.
You've been here as long as you guys have known each other. 20
Yes.
years.
Pretty close.
2 decades.
Yeah.
I left.
Which is-
I left the job that I moved here with to go work in customer service, and I don't know how much you were making at that time, but I remember how much I was making when they hired me at Blue Cross Blue Shield, and
It wasn't shit.
They don't pay shit
was
at Blue
awful.
Cross and Blue Shield.
Yeah,
not to start out.
They don't
No.
pay. Well, I was there for many, many
But if you
years.
keep your mouth open on a subway
Ooh,
car,
probably should. We're never going to
Mark might have been into that.
Like his gun in the movie theater.
no, never, ever.
Episode 81.
Now on my list
So
of favorite
you said
things.
2001, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all was both there 2000s.
I was in
and
the
y'all
sixth
remember?
grade.
Do y'all remember the world about to end?
Yes,
How did you
we
feel?
did. It was bad. I was outside smoking a cigarette.
I was working because
Weren't you were there?
No, 1999 to 2000, I was still in Atlanta. I was working.
No, but
2001
2001 when the towers.
9/11.
Remember?
Oh yeah, well
Oh.
I was still working for NCR at that time because I was doing overnight. I was
Hey,
doing
guess
third
where I
shift.
was? Sixth grade.
I
You
was
know where
gonna
Trent
say,
was?
were you even
Fourth
born yet?
grade.
4th grade was the bomb.
Moving on.
Yes. Anyway, go ahead. Finish your story about
Go,
yourself.
Bucks.
I
What do we-
have.
Hey, Barrett, I'm
yes.
just going to need you to talk over everybody when you want to
just let it go.
Yeah,
Get your
thanks.
opinion out.
I have I have 6-year-old twins, twin girls, Emmeline and Vivian. Vivian is named after Vivian Lee from
Yes, Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind. And also her name is Vivian, which is Ian at the end of it. She is Vivian Barrett. So her name and my name are only 3 letters different. Emmeline is named after Emmeline from the Ben Folds song, or Emmeline from what's the Anna Green Gables. She was a character in Anna Green Gables. So.
That's a
Nice.
very, very cute.
My daughter's middle name's from a band too.
My WoW character is from the song Sour.
Hold on, I'm sorry. What
You have a
is-
WoW character?
What is WoW?
World of Warcraft, you turd.
She's a priest, a horde priest.
Oh, that's dope.
She's a whore priest.
Horde.
Horde.
She's an orc.
What
We're
the
saying
fuck
the
is a
same word.
Horde.
No, horde, not whore.
You misspelled
Horde.
whore.
Listen, there's a bunch of noobs here.
I feel like there's some
I'm
haters
right there
in this
with
room.
Just
you.
because she used to be a whore doesn't mean she's not. She whored before she can hoard some more.
Barrett, she's part of a horde.
Yeah.
What's a horde of what? Whores?
World of Warcraft.
Welcome to the horde.
Welcome to
to the horde.
Nerdville.
Bus totally scared me.
I feel like you get those all day.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
That gray-haired lady gets off of that bus.
She's a witch.
The witch gets off of the bus.
So
if you want to know about the witch, go to the
Yeah.
All About
Go to
Nothing
the All About
podcast.
Nothing.
episode 82.
Tune in.
So that's basically it. I moved here to Columbia, South Carolina, and I can't imagine living anywhere else except for maybe New Zealand or Norway or.
On the side of the mountain.
Where apparently
In
he's
your
going to
TV?
kick off
your
a
TV? And
hill
you're gonna
by
get-
a goat.
I'm gonna get
kicked
knocked off the hill.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
loves kayaking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This
I
is
do
the only
like-
place
I
you
do
can see
enjoy
King Kong
kayaking.
football.
Short walks on the
Kayaking
beach.
is awesome.
Short
Kayaking,
walks.
camping.
Yeah.
No,
All
yeah,
right.
very short walks on the beach. The
Yes,
beach walks.
yeah, very short walks
In
on
your
the beach.
Crocs? Or was it you who were talking about
He
Crocs?
dabbles in Ouija boards and.
I will admit I have never actually done a Ouija board.
Y'all really have a Ouija board?
Not
No.
with us.
Oh, well,
Not with
we
us.
could totally play that shit.
And he's a Ghostbuster.
I have.
He is
We're
a
gonna break-
Ghostbuster,
He is a
which is,
Ghostbuster.
yes, what we have
We're gonna
in common.
break the Ouija board out next time because I want to see Trent on the Ouija board.
Oh man, no.
Oh, he hangs
I
10.
told y'all. I told
Again,
y'all,
that's
you
called white
cannot
people
play-
shit.
You cannot play with the people
You can't play with
on the other
people
side.
on the other
yeah,
side.
no, you can't play with them.
Yeah, buddy.
So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna play a little bit of a game,
Okay.
just to get acquainted, and we're gonna see who wins.
And
we're gonna play
honestly,
cards
it's for the comical
against.
commentary. To be
Yeah,
honest, because
it's-
this is going to be great with these guys.
Yeah, so we're gonna play Cards Against Humanity.
How many are you giving them? 20?
So we
I was
got
like,
a
yo,
time
this is gonna be
limit
a
on
long
this,
game.
guys. We
Well,
got
we're going to timer on this.
We got a
All
time
right.
limit.
All
So, Siri, please set the timer for
It's- wait,
15
hey,
minutes.
These are all insane.
Can I just show you one?
No, you
play
can't
some more?
show.
No, you gotta,
There's one I want to show
you gotta keep them. No.
I
No.
just want to show you this one.
So here's what's happening.
So yeah, please, Carrie, explain what's happening. love.
Okay, so you're all familiar with the game, right?
Right.
So you're gonna play it like you normally would play it, except
Right.
we are gonna judge and take.
I don't know why I'm playing that. That's terrible.
I like it though. I like it. I like it.
Is that the Cards of Humanity?
That is- I like it. I like it. Keep it going. We're
Oh,
good.
play
judge
Stranger Things because it's gonna get weird.
Stranger
Okay,
Things,
so
yeah.
It's weird.
so
we're gonna judge who's the funniest.
yeah, and whoever is obviously the funniest,
You just get
you get a
walk
free
away-
beer.
You just get to walk away
Oh,
with
boy.
that title. Hey,
Yes.
you were just the funniest.
And you get pats
Bragging
on the
rights.
back and a
Bragging
and
rights.
a beer. Yeah. So
and a beer that they paid
so first question: do we have a timer set?
Barrett?
Hold on.
Barrett set
Can
the
you
timer.
time me?
Oh,
Oh, they got it.
Is
Oh, you
there-
can't do both?
I got it. I got it. Siri set a timer for 15 minutes. All right, guys, here we go. What's the
No
most
sharing your cards.
problematic?
What's
Oh.
the most problematic? That's it. That's it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. That's it. Zach's looking at me like I've got some kind of extra question.
What is the most problematic?
Yes.
I mean, his radio voice is just.
it is, but he used to be on the radio.
Oh yeah, I did do a stint on the radio.
Yeah, he did this still.
Radio,
I can make
TV.
it.
Mine is the middle card.
All right.
Listen
right.
here, a fucking radio or
All right,
whatever.
guys,
You got
What's the most problematic?
Don't let us down. What's
Rain
the most
Man,
problematic?
counting cards.
1, Joe
Joe
Biden.
Biden.
Okay.
2, a chimpanzee in sunglasses fucking your wife.
I got this.
3, twisting my cock and balls into a balloon poodle.
Hold on, I just have to ask. Did you put down the monkey?
No.
You put down the monkey.
Stop! You're not supposed to tell.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Not yet.
I was trying to play to the audience.
Oh, I'm definitely playing to the audience for this one.
So yeah, well,
Hang
yeah,
on. Hang on.
I like.
Really chimp.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna tie break.
Yeah. So.
All right, tie break. Wait,
So
you
no,
can't
Joe
no,
tie
no,
break.
no, no,
No, I'm
no.
kidding.
Barrett's like, let me win.
All right. Yep.
All right. So winner is a chimpanzee in sunglasses fucking your wife.
All right, I know how to go with
Completely
this.
Alright.
All
problematic.
right.
All right, so,
So
one.
Zach won.
You gotta hold your
and
finger up.
Barrett nothing.
You gotta hold
Okay.
it. Okay, you got the win.
That's fine.
We're not.
All
We're not
right.
done yet.
That's
we're not
just
done yet.
incest.
All right. All right.
Hey.
No, put
You
that.
gotta play. You're not supposed to show your cards.
Oh, everybody
That's not
draw
my
another
card.
card.
That's not my card.
Where'd you get it from?
It was laying right here.
All right.
Probably fell out of your hand.
All right. Everybody gets another card.
You
No,
gave, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
okay.
forgot about
All right. Everybody
You
gets
didn't
one
pick
more
up
card.
all your
right.
cards, man.
What has been making life difficult at the nudist colony?
Oh, I feel like Joe Biden would have been good there.
I was there in my friend's short round.
You missed that one, Barrett. Joe Biden. This is the one you should have played Joe Biden.
I can't assume what's going to come up next.
Me and Tickle Toes, we were out there on the beach.
I was there with Meemaw.
All right.
You wouldn't shut the fuck up, but
What has been making life difficult at the nudist colony? A bigger, blacker dick.
Winner.
Gay aliens. Or the primal ball slapping sex your parents are having right now.
Oh my God.
Barrett played that.
We got it.
Of course.
I'm
Of
gonna-
course. Because it's happening at a nudist.
All right. Well, okay. The winner is obviously a bigger, blacker dick.
That's me, baby.
I feel like you might be overcompensating.
You were cool with the gay aliens.
Trent won. Ding, 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 ding,
You were
ding.
cool with the gay aliens.
All right. So next.
Gay aliens.
Aliens. Shut up, man.
All right. Next question.
Hit me with it.
What did I bring back from Mexico?
Aw.
Oh, I forgot.
I already gave him.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I got your back, girl.
All right, Trent. All right, folks. What did I bring back from Mexico? That bitch, Stacy. I hate that bitch.
Stacy is a bitch.
Wet butt.
Okay.
Or was it Jesus, guys? Was it Jesus? All right. We have a quick voting.
All right, they're having a sidebar. So
Who's
during
gonna
this
win?
break, let's go ahead and talk about the fact that Zach.
I give my shit
All right. And the winner is wet butt.
Hell yeah!
Oh, man.
that bitch Stacy.
No, that was tough.
I like that one.
That bitch Stacy.
That was pretty good. I can't lie.
She followed me over Mexico.
Can't lie.
All right, next question. When all else fails, I can always masturbate to
That
blank.
bitch Stacy would have been good there. Did you get your dribble?
I have a drinking problem. All right. When all else fails, I can always masturbate to making the penises kiss. Is there a little truth to that joke, guys?
What's wrong with these people? I might have to take my name off of this. After all about nothing.
Barrett's a big fan of docking.
Okay.
When all else fails, I can always masturbate to seeing grandma naked.
Oh,
Man.
took a turn.
Or when all else fails, I can always masturbate to white power.
Good,
My
damn it.
mic went out.
I can hear you.
You're oh, it's here.
There
we're
we
back. Is that working?
Yeah, white
Okay,
power. So we got white power, seeing grandma naked, or yeah. So the winner is obviously making the penis.
Damn it, Barrett's on the roll.
So
Fuck you,
We
Barrett.
got
We got to take it.
I know.
1,
Siri,
2.
how much time do we have left?
Damn it, Siri.
Very little.
We have 8 minutes.
Very little.
All right.
Oh, God
Next
damn.
question. What will end racism once and for all?
Yeah, but
Oh, we want to keep it funny, right?
absolutely.
I just want to make
We're,
sure.
I mean,
No, we're
you're-
not trying to solve racism.
Especially not what cause of
Next
humanity.
week's agenda, Barrett. That's next week's agenda.
It's not going to go great.
I don't know.
I mean, did it want to be called a bigger, blacker dick?
As long as
man.
penises are kissing,
Clearly,
we're
it
all
was the only
happy.
thing working over here.
All right, what will end racism once and for all? Fingering. I can't, that solves a lot of problems.
Yeah,
I mean,
Hey, you're mad at
Maybe.
me now, but
you won't be mad at my two fingers.
Grammar Nazis who are also regular Nazis. Says
tracks.
Gruber.
Okay.
And how awesome it is to be white.
If only they all knew, right? Is that what you're saying?
God damn it, Zach.
Zach.
I'm gonna have to go with how awesome it is.
And I didn't get a console on that one.
I'd just like to point out, Zach's the only one in our show that ever wanted to show up in blackface.
And he also,
I did it.
and he also is getting all the white power cards.
Weird, right? It's weird.
I'm
right?
not understanding it.
I have.
And I
I
mysteriously
need
got the
one more
bigger,
of
blacker
these.
dick.
I should have
So-
two.
It's getting close.
I've
It's
won
getting
twice.
You got
close.
twice. Oh,
won
she just
twice.
ain't give you a black
She's
card.
keeping score. She's keeping
All
score.
right.
We remember.
Next question. Yo mama so fat, she blank.
Mama's so
No one else is laughing, so therefore Barrett probably just won this
Parrot thinks
round.
it's fucking
No,
hilarious.
not
He might have
necessarily.
it.
Not necessarily. Because it's one of those. It's one of those ones where you just need a one-word answer. Too many words
It makes it not funny. Agreed.
overcomplicates it.
All right, yo mama so fat, she brown people?
Well,
Oh, I think I read it wrong. Damn it. I definitely read it wrong.
Yo mama so fat, she Republicans.
Okay.
Yo mama so fat, huge tits and a can-do attitude.
I think I still won, though. I don't know.
I gotta go with huge tits and a can-do attitude.
Okay. Respect.
It said, I think I
Damn.
read it wrong.
How many cards everybody got? Two?
I got
Oh,
three.
you got three?
I only got two.
All right. So we're coming up on 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All
The
right.
racist one, isn't it?
I told you.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
I don't know what it is.
I'm Miss Tennessee, and if I could make the world better by changing one thing, I would get rid of blank.
See, brown people would have been perfect there.
I know. Damn. Yeah.
This is
Damn.
Miss Tennessee,
Hold on.
right?
Say that one more
I'm
time.
Miss Tennessee.
Got it.
I'm Miss Tennessee,
Tennessee.
and if I could make the world better by changing one thing, I would get rid of blank.
I got it.
All right. I would get rid of a big black dick.
No, that wasn't me this time. Wasn't me. I didn't get those cards.
She would get rid of concealing the boner.
Yeah, you don't want to have to conceal that.
Especially not with Miss Tennessee.
I'm Miss Tennessee, and
There
if
you
I
go.
could make the world better by changing one thing, I would get rid of being black.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to go with the last.
Oh my
Of
God.
being black.
I respect it.
Are you looking for a high five?
Yeah.
What have we learned?
That's
He
inappropriate.
thought he was gonna get it from me. He
I,
was like, yeah. Fuck out of here, man.
Trying to deal with the cards that I was literally dealt. Okay.
Well, you got to know when to hold them.
You
All
better
right.
know when to fold them, motherfucker.
Last question.
Oh my god.
Man, this is bullshit. Fuck blank.
Look at he's
Do we mean-
concentrating. Like he's like
is this literal?
whatever
It's
you want
whatever
it to be.
you
Whatever
feel,
you want it
boo-boo.
to be, Barrett.
Can you read it one more time?
Man, this is bullshit. Fuck blank.
As Miss Tennessee, though.
Fuck blank.
All right. I think I
right.
got this one in the bag.
All right.
I'm rooting for you.
Man, this is bullshit. Fuck starting a shitty podcast.
Winner, winner.
Damn. Never mind. He might have it. Fuck.
Fuck being fat and stupid.
Damn it.
And
Oh.
fuck how wet my pussy is. That sounds like a song.
Probably Wet Ass Pussy by
That's
Cardi
the
B.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, there you go.
Okay, I'm calling this one, but I think we're starting
I
the
think-
shitty podcast.
Yeah.
Damn it, man. You got me.
Dude,
All
that was
right.
good. Thank you
That's
guys for
good.
playing.
Yeah, I think he ran away with that
I
one.
think
So just
what
told
we
you I was
learned
good at
today,
cracking shit.
Zach is racist.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, great.
but he's the funniest.
But my
And
best
so,
friend's
like,
black.
Well, usually, racism used to be funny.
You redrew the line. You moved the line.
Yeah, you've been redlining.
Up.
Listen,
Back
guys,
it
my
up.
best friend is black.
I got one. I got one black friend. Ain't that what he
I got 100
best
black
friend
friends
is
that are all
black.
outside of
You
that
know
door
what?
waiting to beat my
My
ass.
neighbor's black.
I work with a black.
Yeah. Right.
We appreciate you guys being very candid, and you guys need to check these guys out. They're hilarious. They are the All About Nothing podcast. You can check them out on all the podcast spots.
Yeah.
The iHeart, the
There's-
YouTube, the Stitcher.
She puts
all
a
of
V in
those.
front of everything.
I like it.
The Spotify,
The
Apple
Facebook,
Podcast,
the Twitter.
the TuneIn.
Yes, but you can also check them out at the All About the allaboutnothing.com. They
Right.
got merch.
Yes.
Yeah, we do have merch.
With our
Yeah.
faces on it, so if you like our
And-
faces,
And
There you go.
Get some big head shirts.
yeah.
And they look like the Looney Tunes.
We
So
do.
don't get confused with Bugs Bunny and
Yep.
Elmer Fudd.
Yeah,
Watch your
stop-
kids.
Stop letting your kids listen.
Yeah.
That's definitely
Oh,
why I'm in
please.
season.
I know.
Most
But
of
they're
the
going to
complaints.
stick around while we catch up on last week's episode.
Yep.
And we're going to go through
That'll work.
this
Season-
week's episode. I can't talk.
Season 2, episode 2.
Is it season 2?
It's not.
No, it's
Oh.
not.
It's
We
not.
have no.
It is not season 2. That
No.
was me having a moment.
No, so last week,
Okay.
if I can get rid of the Stranger Things background. Oh,
There we
thank
go.
you, Barry.
Yeah.
Thank
Barry
you.
got the instrumental, man. He like,
I feel like that music maybe wasn't quite appropriate for the game though.
I mean, there was some stranger things happening.
There
as
was
far
some
as
strange
Zach's
shit.
answer.
Hindsight being 2020 and all.
So, wait, just a tally.
What
just
does
a
it
tally.
tell you if I
so,
won, though?
Zach had 5.
Yes.
Barrett had 2.
Yeah.
And Trent.
Well, you know-
Hey, you got one, though.
I
Hey,
know.
you're a winner in my book.
You're
Oh,
absolutely.
You're
Oh
all
crap!
winners.
What would I
You
do with my book?
Thanks.
I was gonna say everybody needs a trophy.
So what we learned today is
Black
people
jokes are still funny. Yeah.
still getting the laughs off.
That's
They
right.
still hit.
That's right. All right. So to catch up on last week's episode, for those of you who did not listen,
These guys.
That was
I
me.
was gonna say
was me.
Trent
Sorry.
and Zach,
I
but
didn't lie. I didn't lie.
we've got the senseless murder of Meredith Chapman and Jenn Air Gerardot. So
Are they Canadian?
You know, that's funny that you say that because one of them is from Canada. Her parents were from Canada, Jenn Air.
Jenn Air.
Air's-
Yeah. If
Yep.
you're French and you died in America, you're from Canada.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, what? Say that one more time. What?
If you're French and you died in America, you are
You're
Canadian.
Canadian.
It happens. It happens.
Come get your buddy, eh?
So,
Real
so
sorry about
there-
that one.
Sorry, she came to L.A.
So Jenn Air and Mark are married. They got married in 1993. They met at a Taco Bell, surprisingly. And
That's like you.
yeah. Oh, Barry, who'd you meet at Taco Bell?
You meet your wife at Taco Bell?
They put lettuce on a taco and Barrett brandished a gun.
Episode 81.
So anyway, Jenn Air is very insecure at this point. Her husband and her have been through a lot. They have no kids. They've got a couple of golden retrievers, and they have moved to the beautiful city of
Well, they were in Greenville, but then they moved to Colorado, right?
Delaware.
Oh my
Delaware.
God.
Yeah, I was going to say it was Delaware.
It was
Delaware?
Delaware. Look at you listening.
But it
So-
was a Greenville, Delaware?
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
they actually moved to an affluent city in
Wrong one. Sorry.
Delaware.
Are you laughing at murder, sir?
I know. What the
I was
fuck?
trying to give myself a cheer for
Yeah,
knowing.
and that's what you get for using your fingers. Anyway, so anyway, Mark has moved on ahead. He's got a job at the University of Delaware as basically he's with another woman named Meredith Chapman, and she is his boss.
And she's gorgeous.
And she's beautiful. She's 15 years younger than he is.
Right on.
Okay.
And and they
now
are
it's turned into a podcast.
yes, they are a part of the communications department
Okay.
and
Marketing, that sort of
marketing, that kind of thing. And so they're ganging up. They're gonna make University of Delaware awesome.
What's their mascot?
I believe that's an online school now.
Yeah, I don't-
University of Delaware. I feel
I-
like that's an online school.
I have no idea. That's a
They
good
probably
question.
still have a mascot.
There's only 3 counties in Delaware, by the way. 3.
Well,
Yeah.
we're in the South. They don't play football. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, we don't care. Moving on. But anyway, so bottom line is Mark has told Jenn Air that he wants his independence. He has met Jenn Air, though, and he is feeling the vibes. He's in love with her.
Meredith.
And did I say
Chapman,
Jenn Air?
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
He's met Meredith. He's in.
Yeah, he's all in. And basically, that's what he says. He says, I'm all in.
His boss.
You listen, you have a funny accent, wife, and I'm done with it.
And she,
I tried to wave at you as I was driving through Delaware, but it was a real quick trip.
But Jenn Air also, she was very overpowering. And,
she was
and
very controlling.
Extremely
controlling.
It would be home as they said, Claw. You hear me?
And it felt like she was manipulative.
I don't know that she spoke like
overbearing.
that.
Well, in this story, she does.
Canadian.
So, yeah,
That story in his head. That's how she
that's
talks.
how it happened. They're laying, they're French. They're laying naked in bed. She's got a cigarette.
Smoking cigarettes, yeah.
Somebody's, there's a
I've had
skunk
enough
somewhere.
of you. Right,
They're
yeah.
just shitting on Americans the whole
So,
time.
right. So anyway, so where we left off was Jenn Air is upset because her husband says, I want independence. And she says she's hired a private investigator.
Okay.
And she has used, this private investigator rather, has used a parabolic microphone.
What's that?
That's the big circle things they have like at the side of football games.
So they
So you can hear
pointed at
every.
you.
Oh.
That's where I imagine we get most of the real
Commentary.
fake, the real
Commentary, yeah.
commentary
Right,
from
right,
the players.
Yeah.
Yep. So she's basically says she's got this whole team of people going on, and they're watching everything that Meredith and Mark do.
Oh man.
So Jenn Air, tells Mark that she heard him making plans with Meredith to be together.
Okay.
And Mark can't figure out how in the fuck Jenn Air knows all these specifics, because he and Meredith were walking around Philly all day long. And so unless somebody is like walking around with this like
Yeah. There's definitely a guy with like a microphone in a car. He's like closer.
He looks like maybe he shouldn't be
Closer.
here. One of these
Right.
things do not belong.
Right. So it's kind of weird. Well, it's 5 days later, and Mark and Meredith have this, meeting, and Jenn Air is begging Mark to let her take them to this meeting. And of course,
This was recent too.
yeah, absolutely. It was 2018. So,
And they were married in the 80s?
No.
well, they met in the 80s.
Oh.
They met in the 80s.
Jenn Air let shit go.
Yeah. So, well,
Shouldn't have eaten at a Taco Bell in the 80s.
So anyway, Mark and Meredith, they're in Philly. They spend a half day going through shops. They're holding hands. They're grabbing drinks. Yada yada yada. Well, upon coming home, Jenn Air doesn't speak a word to Mark and then slams her bedroom door. So that's where we're at. So the next morning, as Mark was getting ready for work, Jenn Air burst through the door screaming at Mark that he's a fucking asshole liar.
Oh no.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Women. She knew that he had planned on spending the day with Meredith all along, and
Almost
then
half the people I know.
explains to Mark
Now I know why these shoes did not fit my feet.
that she had followed him, and she heard everything that they said to each other. So Mark's not wanting to lose Meredith. And so he's not sure he wants his marriage to end either. So he's decided not to say anything, and he's basically just not saying shit, and he walks out the door. So I don't, men tend to run from those situations, I would think.
Oh, yeah, we're runners.
You got like
Sprinters.
Yes.
yes.
I'll go for a drive. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
You're unhappy in your
Exactly.
marriage.
You're not going to catch me running.
I'm going to your favorite restaurant on my way there. Too.
I tell my girl I'm about to go walk the dam. I'm really riding it. Driving slow.
To make sure your tracker is like,
Yeah.
like, oh, it looks like he's walking. And it looks like he's having some trouble.
There's a lot, you call him. There's a lot of
God, he
horns
tripped.
beeping.
Hold on. You keep your tracker on?
I mean, I don't know
Trent
that I
just
have a
turns his fucking
choice.
phone
Sorry.
off.
Being trapped.
You don't have a choice.
I get tracked. You guys don't get tracked.
No.
I don't get tracked.
How do you get tracked?
This Life
Turn your
360
location
app.
off, right?
You share your location with somebody.
Oh.
I ain't got nothing to hide.
I don't
Well,
do that.
well,
mean-
nobody's got anything to hide, but why you wanted? Why
yeah,
you
I don't
wanted
need
everybody?
that.
That tells me that they know where I am.
Yeah,
I know where they
I do.
are.
I do
Okay.
the same thing. I do the same thing.
That's fair.
Yeah, if I get fucking
I mean, I
murdered,
guess, are
y'all
you
are
worried
talking
about being
me,
murdered or
I'm
kidnapped?
Yeah, I know, right? Which-
No, I just want to know, like,
I'm not going to say
she
it's a
said she's on the
worry.
way home. Like,
It
how
looks like
how
you're
close
at
is she? 'Cause
cookouts.
this
I
I know,
baby's
but what
in the
happened to the days before you could track?
They don't know. They're not old enough. What the hell?
Oh no, I
Oh, you're
remember
gonna
the.
ask me?
Yeah, Barrett.
No, I would just piss girls off.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, I couldn't.
Pointing fingers
I
right
couldn't
now.
call you because my house phone was occupied.
Barrett's just calling people.
I used to have a house
was on
phone.
the
Me
internet.
too.
That was a day.
I know. And actually, Barrett had a answering machine, and I used to call
I
it.
did have an answering machine.
And I used to crack up because he would change it every so often. And say,
Different music.
Oh, no. He would have his radio
This is
voice,
Barrett.
and he
This
would
is
say...
the all about nothing answering machine.
And he would say, check out Nick's Pizza down the street.
Did I really?
Yeah, it was fucking
Oh my
hilarious.
God,
might
man!
have.
You're giving out free ads back in the day.
I know, but it was
nerd.
funny. It was hilarious. I used to call just to listen to the answering machine. But anyway, so let's move on.
That's possible. I could have.
That's
So-
crazy.
the arcade?
So
It's right down the street. You should totally check it
Been
out.
a Nick's Pizza.
we used to meet at the arcade. I'm just kidding.
A lot of meat on it.
All right, so the next day, Mark gets a text from Meredith saying that she was in the car with Luke, which is her husband. So Luke is Meredith's husband.
Yeah, where's Luke been this whole time?
And he's asking about
on his
Jenn
way
Air.
out.
So Jenn Air has apparently called Luke.
Oh man, bitches.
I
He's
know,
like
bitches be
proposition
crazy.
partner
That's
swap.
cock blocking
Yes.
on like the devilish level.
Yeah, it is. Well,
No, you're good.
apparently Jenn Air is going to, stop whatever she thinks is going on and calls Meredith's husband, Luke, and tells him that Mark and Meredith are having an affair. So imagine being on the receiving end of that conversation.
Can you imagine
receiving
walking
end of that
into
call.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
I knew something was off.
yeah. Meredith asks if she can call Mark
had some
and
new
put him
shoes.
on speakerphone so she can put her husband's mind at ease. So she calls Mark while on speakerphone so her husband can hear everything that's said, that Jenn Air left a voicemail for Luke, that Meredith and Mark were having an affair. So it's like, hey, I'm so sorry to bother you, but are you having an affair with me? Nope, I don't think so. All right, thanks so much.
I feel like that's how
but
you.
they were.
See?
That's how you open that
See?
phone.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like,
Right.
hey, you don't know me.
We're
I
not
hope you're
fucking,
well.
though, right?
Listen, this is gonna ruin your day.
First off, Nick's Pizza. Secondly,
Open till 9.
we've never met.
Well, Mark, playing
They
his
have an
part, says that freaking, that's fucking crazy.
So to buy the game.
And that he'll have a conversation with Jenn Air when he gets home. She's obviously just upset because he's been working so much. He's going to, clear up the issue and apologizes to Meredith for Jenn Air's behavior. Well, a few days later, Meredith forwards Mark an email from a lady that neither anybody knew. So she made up some fucking name. I don't know, Sally Smith.
Catfished him.
whatever. Yeah, she did. Trent called it. Yep.
He's like, what the hell? How do I open an email?
Yes. The letter basically said once again that Mark and Meredith were having an affair because she's going to pound this into her,
Damn.
nemesis, husband's head
Sure.
if it, come hell or high water.
He's like, I've told you
I just
before, I
wanna-
do not care.
I just want to say right here, you guys, if you're messing around with a crazy ass chick like this, fucking leave.
I know, just be done.
Just go.
But you know that if
Because we
if
know
she
we got
crazy,
free
that
will.
vagina good.
Oh, that vagina.
That's usually what it is. That's usually what it is.
called it out. You
That's
called
what
I
it
get a
is.
fucking email from her. Anybody. If I get an email from anybody that I personally know, like, you could have called. What the fuck did you send an email?
Man, I had
for?
a girl in high school that wrote me a letter and she kissed it with lipstick and sealed it. And I was like, yo, this is some freaky shit.
Did you keep it?
No.
You know you got that shit
No.
in your
Burned it.
closet.
I don't. It really scared me. I was like, yo, she really took the time to kiss it and seal
Oh,
it.
no.
But some people,
Versus-
some
But she
people
was-
think that's sweet.
But she was talking
Paper
to
cuts and
herself as she was writing. So she was like, oh, there I go again, getting off topic. Yeah. So I was like, yo, this bitch is crazy.
She was being theatrical.
Did she have did she go like dear?
She did
Martha,
dance.
and then like,
So
scratch
she
out
was
your
more
scratch?
theatrical.
There you
Yes,
go.
but nah,
There
that
you
was
go.
too much.
Yeah.
That was too much.
Yeah.
Do you know who this girl is?
No.
Oh.
Annabella.
Oh.
Well, a girl named Annabella.
I got the
That's
same
some
letter.
formal.
Ain't that
That's some formal ass shit.
June 24th.
It literally had a scratch out and the rest was photocopied.
crazy? Craziest
Well,
thing
a
ever.
few days later,
Just thought she
Meredith
misspelled my name.
forwarded Mark an email from a
Trent
lady
was
that
fine.
neither of them knew addressed to Luke. The letter basically said, again, Mark and Meredith were having an affair. Well, Mark confronted Jenn Air about writing the letter, and Jenn
Very
Air, of
French.
course, obviously said, I didn't do it. Ho, 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 I did not do it. She seemed to know every detail of the conversation, though, that he and Meredith had that afternoon, which was kind of strange.
The guy with the microphone has to be so fucking tired. He's just like, what else do you want to know? I don't know. They ate fucking
telling you.
lasagna.
Well, the question was, how could Mark not believe he was being followed? I mean, come on. I mean, at this point, I'd be like,
He's
okay,
Mr.
shit.
Magoo. He's just walking around. And shit.
Well, I'm over here
Place,
thinking like,
man.
damn, his girl really got to trust him. There's a lot of signs saying,
Right?
Yeah.
like,
Right.
you haven't left yet.
Right.
I mean, Meredith is not home with Luke.
Right.
Luke, right? Obviously, very often.
Right.
And like, yeah. Why isn't he more suspicious?
Hey, Luke, use the fucking force. Not even that. Really. I don't know how to tell you.
Do something different.
Well, 2 days after Valentine's Day, Mark and Jenn Air went to dinner where she confessed that she had cloned Mark's phone and sent it away to get a copy of everything he had ever had on his phone. Which,
Where
that
do you
means
get that done?
texts, photos, everything. So,
His iCloud bill was like through the roof.
right, no
then,
doubt. No
Everything
doubt.
ever?
Everything that he swiped left on,
Oh,
she saw.
Damn.
She's like, you know what? I thought Tinder, but Grinder?
There's one called Hinder now, I think.
We have
No,
a lot of
Hinge.
things.
Hinge.
Is it? You're on Bumble, you're on Hinge, you're on Grinder, which is really
Well,
surprising.
me, myself, I like farmersmeat.com.
Only farmers. Farmers only. Yeah.
Spinster.com is the one of the old teachers.
Well, you know, there's so many .coms now.
There's a
.com, .com.
BarrettGruber.com.
There is a Barrett group. What do you want?
That's what it says.
Everybody
when you
go
get
to
there.
BarrettGruber.com and
There's
drop a
nothing.
note.
There's no point. There's nothing there.
It's like it's nothing there.
You can get to my softball scores. That's
It's a
update
1980s
weekly.
glamour photo of Barrett with a cat and lasers.
Let her finish. Let her finish. Let her finish. You're going too
So
crazy.
she said that she had sent Mark's clothes away for DNA testing.
Oh.
Knowing there was no point in denying the affair anymore, Mark finally was like, fuck it. I'm in love with Meredith. I'm just in love with her.
Duck
He-
and cover.
Yep. He explained to Jenn Air that he and Meredith just clicked in the beginning and they hadn't planned any of this. It just kind of, they met and it just happened. You know, fate.
Okay.
Jenn Air's response was that she had met Meredith's husband and told him everything, which of course did not go over well.
He's not returning those emails.
Right. He's not really engaging, but she is explaining.
Meredith is doing a better job lying.
Yeah. There you
Apparently.
go.
You know, usually women
that's
are good
probably-
liers.
Or
What are you trying to say?
Luke is Brick from
Saying
Anchorman.
y'all,
and
y'all
just
lie
thinks
pretty
that-
good.
Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
And y'all are the best cheaters.
Oh.
That is true.
That is
yeah.
true.
Ladies
That's
are
true.
lizards. They're just
Well,
like,
because y'all are flopping around with your dicks hanging
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
and
we-
shit.
we
It's
just don't give a
easy.
fuck.
I
Yeah,
don't like you.
I'm getting dick. No, women are out bragging about it. Men will brag about their
That's
conquest.
that little boy shit.
Conquests.
That's that little boy.
I'm not-
Yeah, you
That
don't
is,
brag about it.
I don't think men do that.
No.
Like,
You know, at my
Better go
age,
brag.
what I have to be proud of, I have bunions on both feet.
That is sexy.
That's all I got.
And that's what you tell the
Are
ladies.
you looking at? Are you looking?
I was checking it out to make sure.
Specifically the podiatrist.
You're not. Yeah, Barrett's not getting on your OnlyFans.
You need to get a peg egg on that thing. Boy.
Oh shit!
Anybody got a fucking band-aid?
Cheese grater,
A
something.
safe fell on that one.
Wear wool socks, Barrett.
Who was carrying a safe? Why? Where were you going?
Can't go
I
there.
was helping a friend move
Well, this is all about murder.
out of a bank.
No.
All right.
The driver
brandishing
was
guns.
getting very impatient.
All right. Well, Meredith had made an appointment with Luke under a false name, saying she needed help with her investments because he's an investment banker. Why are you smelling
Stop.
this Sharpie?
I'm not smelling the sharp.
Give me the Sharpie bear.
I'm Hitlering.
You literally almost said, and so Meredith made a porn and sent it to Luke, and she's like, "Do you now believe me?"
Facts. I was like,
And
damn.
he's like, "CGI's a real bitch." Deep fake.
Lucas Arts.
I'm out of here.
All right,
Well,
let her-
once she got to Luke's office, she uploaded and played him a recording from when Mark and Meredith were in Philadelphia. Because remember, she's having things recorded. But unfortunately for Jenn Air, Luke didn't believe her and told her that he and his wife were happily married and then kicked
Who
her
is
out.
this guy? Who is
Yeah.
Luke? Like, I would have definitely been like, "Listen here. There's this lady called Jeanette.
Jenn Air.
Jenn Air. She's fun.
First of all, her name isn't a real word anyway.
she's very French.
She
I
is
can
if she's an
understand
oven.
half of what she says.
Facts.
That is
Facts.
true.
How much does she have to bring to Luke?
Look, I don't know.
Luke was-
We're gonna get into it.
Let her go.
We're gonna
Oh,
we're
okay.
gonna get into it.
Relax, buddy.
Well, 7 nights, 7. I said 7, so you made me say 7. Several nights later, Jenn Air, in an effort to save her marriage,
She never learned how to read.
she puts on the app Nextdoor.
She reads good.
And she posts the following on Nextdoor. Quote, please recommend an excellent marriage counselor for a couple on brink of divorce. Does anyone recommend a marriage/couples counselor/therapist? We need someone who is very educated and experienced dealing with couple issues, including infidelity, depression, traumatic issues, child/parent dynamics, being accountable for actions, etc. ...
Okay.
Hopefully, there is someone with a good track record of helping couples communicate better and do the right work necessary to rebuild the relationship or even come to clarity about its probability of success, end quote.
What else could you fit in the ellipses? Like, what else is there to put in there?
I don't.
You know what? It's all
dot.
encompassing. And do you guys use
all
Nextdoor, the app Nextdoor?
No.
I have it. And
I have it.
It is every neighborhood.
I tried. My neighborhood doesn't have one.
It's just advertising for me. Like,
Yeah.
all I get is nothing but like.
I lost my dog.
Oh,
hey,
see, I don't even get
found a
that.
dog.
I don't even
Yard
get that.
sale.
I
get a shit ton
somebody's
of stuff
got a
online.
roofing company and
Yeah, I tried it and then I deleted it because I don't get shit.
Well, then, I wonder.
Excuse me.
I like y'all vibe because I feel like y'all are like news anchors with the papers.
I know you like it.
I like
old
it.
school.
It's
We're
definitely.
old.
I like
We
it.
are
No. I
44.
like it.
It's written on from a typewriter.
See, Barrett is just too high tech over here. He's got
I
too
even
many
punched
buttons.
holes.
She does have
That's a lie.
holes.
No, that's a lie. She got free paper from my
I
company.
was like, bitch, bring me some
and it
paper.
was
Your
I
dad
need a
bringing it
sleeve
home
of
again.
that
Yeah,
paper.
give me that paper.
Are you giving away free paper?
Are you like Dunder Mifflin?
I'm gonna get fired.
Yeah, come on, Barrett, don't snitch.
I'm Pam. All right.
Damn.
Oh,
What, Barrett?
What,
I was
Barrett?
gonna
Let's
say
go ahead.
I was gonna say Meredith, but no. Meredith was always stealing stuff, right?
Was she the one that was always drunk and like
Yes.
taking her pants off?
She
having sex
showed
with
her
people in the
boobs.
office?
Her or Kevin.
God damn it, Barrett. Friendship over.
If you say you open a hot dog stand but don't open a hot dog stand, can you still write it off on your taxes?
Oh my God.
All right. So, anyway, the next day, Mark tells Meredith that he's told his wife that he was in love with her and how his wife had cloned his phone. She knows about how he feels, and she's going to see everything on the phone. He might as well be upfront about it. So he's like, she's pretty pissed because he's been lying this whole time. Just if you're in love with somebody, just say it. Well, that night, Jenn Air tells Mark that she can't wait for tomorrow because he and Meredith are in for a big surprise. So this bitch has got plans.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Appropriate, very appropriate.
Nice,
Very
Barrett.
apropos.
There we go, Barrett. That was nice.
That was
That's
good.
redemption right there, man.
Thank
Yeah.
you dug
There it
yourself
is.
out of a hole. That evening, though. All right, now it's a little much.
Oh, here we go. Get the buttons away from the
I
man.
know. Just stop with the fingering.
Stop with the fingering.
That evening, though, he gets a call from his vice president of marketing saying he wanted to meet with Mark first thing in the morning.
Okay.
It
Who's
was
Lanier?
Jenn Air.
Jenn
I know,
Air.
Jenn
you
Air.
know,
Whatever.
That's the crazy wife.
it was
people.
then
Ohio.
that Mark knew that
Sorry, continue.
Jenn Air had just put his job in jeopardy, not knowing what was waiting for him at the off. See, I can't talk. You fucked me all up.
Sorry.
Jenn Air's an unusual name. I'm
It's my
sorry
co-
if it
it's-
sounds like
it's my
Lanier
co-host.
or Larry.
Yeah. So Meredith caught him when he got in, and basically her boss told him that she's been demoted. And their boss has taken away most of her team that reported to her and now reported to Mark because, Jenn Air is like giving this letter saying that they're fucking around and she's been screwed. So they essentially split up the whole department. Mark took this as a positive because now their relationship wasn't a conflict of interest. But it didn't piss Mark off any less to know that his wife was trying to sabotage his and Meredith's career.
Sure.
So Mark and Jenn Air had agreed to start seeing a marriage counselor at this point. Mark didn't feel like holding anything back would help their situation, so he's pretty upfront and honest. While Jenn Air wanted to repair the relationship, Mark just wanted clarity and told the counselor that he had fallen in love with Meredith and wants to understand why it happened and ultimately make a decision on whether he wanted to be with Jenn Air or Meredith. Okay. Well, he accused Jenn Air in front of the counselor of writing the email that caused Meredith's demotion and split the team, which she basically says that's not true. But who else would have done that? I don't feel like there would have been anyone else.
Maybe it was Luke.
Could
You
have
think
been.
Luke?
Could have been.
Could have been.
You're on Team Luke.
Okay.
Jean-Luc.
Well,
I don't know
he's
about
just
that.
very nonchalant about all this shit. Like, he's like, listen, lady, if you tell me about my wife banging some other dude again, I'm really going to get mad about it.
Yeah, I'm going to kick you out of my
You only
office
have 35
again.
more times to piss me off.
Tell me one more time. You got one more chance.
I'll give you 2 months to stop this.
Well, the counselor tells the couple that Mark needed time to figure out what he wanted.
Fuck that.
And didn't stop Jenn Air from making, but it didn't stop Jenn Air from making the decision that she needed to make to get the fuck out.
Oh, they're all crazy.
Well, Jenn Air felt like she needed justice. Mark and Meredith were not going to get away with their behavior because ultimately they hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all she gives a shit about is herself at this point. I mean, not saying that she should care about Mark and him figuring out shit, but
Cut me, cut you.
yeah, I mean, it's basically, yeah. So meanwhile, Meredith's husband decided to make his own decisions and he petitioned for a divorce. Does that make you feel better, Zach?
Yeah, Luke's over there like, you know what? This crazy lady's following me. I don't care anymore.
Yep, I'm giving you papers. So
I've
he
met a
gives
new lady. Her
Yep.
name's Jenn Air.
Stephanie, let's go.
She's in the next room.
He's got his mistress out there.
She's in the next room.
Well, that evening, as Mark was walking to his car in the pouring rain, he sees his wife walking their dog, also in the pouring fucking rain.
You know he's allergic to water.
I mean, it's.
Dogs can't look
Who does
up.
that, Trent? You had made a face. Like, who fucking does
I mean,
that?
if I seen
Depressed person.
yeah, like why are you walking the dog now?
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
It's crazy. Well, Jenn Air pressures Mark for the lurid, like, nasty details of Meredith
glutton
and
for
Mark's
punishment.
sex life and relationship. So she wants to know everything and confess to him that she had recordings of everything that Mark and Meredith had ever talked about. Ever. So Mark at this point believes that Jenn Air is recording him somehow. He just doesn't know how. Well, Jenn Air wouldn't say one way or the other, but Mark knew she was recording everything and he refused to share any details about his relationship with Meredith. It was later determined that Jenn Air had recorded the entire conversation between her and Mark. So not only is she recording Meredith and Mark, she's recording herself and Mark. So
She's a walking audio file.
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you
Definitely.
find the Craigslisting for that? Where you're like, oh, there's a lady looking for me to walk around recording couples.
Oh, well,
This is weird.
you just wait.
They definitely have like some sweaty old Italian guy and a dad like following people around. Then they have
Luigi?
Her. She just is like, I'm turning this on real quick.
Well, her reasoning
you
for
say.
recording, though, is that her actions were leveling the playing field. Well, Jenn Air was accusing Mark of emotional abuse by stringing her along and lying to her and being nice. So she's basically saying her husband's a piece of shit. And so this is what she's telling people. She was made to feel like he was making her feel like there was a chance to repair their relationship when there really wasn't. And pushed him to make a decision between her and Meredith. Well, Mark just wanted time to figure out, what he was feeling and told her that he did love her. He just didn't want to make any rash
I do
decisions.
love you. I'm just not done.
That sounds like men,
Thank you.
men
It
always-
is.
Doesn't it?
That's what we do.
That's
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
And Luke's over there going like, is it over yet?
well, as days go on, Jenn Air is putting more and more pressure on Mark to make a decision. So it was one day on his way out the door to a marriage counseling appointment that Mark discovers something in the lining of his jacket. Dun,
A
dun,
condom.
dun.
He's wearing a wire. He's wearing a wire.
He originally thought it was an anti-theft device, but after cutting the lining of the jacket with an X-Acto knife, he extracted the device, which had a blinking green light.
I would love to know what he thought would happen if it was an anti-theft device. Like, does it explode if it's ripped off his body at a certain amount? Like
It's like
someone
that purple
steals
dye.
his jacket and he's like, wait. Oh, wait, it has anti-theft. 3, 2, 1, boom.
He should have been scared to walk around with that thing, thinking it might pop on him.
Think it was?
Like Target didn't want their shit back.
Yeah. I can't go to Walmart. Why? They never took this.
They'll never believe me. I don't have the receipt.
Have you ever tried to get one off? They don't come off. They're invulnerable.
Well, meanwhile, Mark and Meredith are growing closer and closer together. And with Meredith going through her divorce, she tells Mark that it would be nice to have a promise ring on her finger.
Oh my God! Look at this.
The promise ring.
That's when you need to run away right there too.
It's just a promise. That's all it is. A promise to love each other until we don't anymore.
I'm sorry. My wedding ring trumps your fucking promise ring.
I gave my wife a promise ring because I wanted to. She wasn't going like, I want a promise.
Yeah.
Like
some women want a promise.
Yeah, some
when I was younger, I would want a
insurance,
promise.
basically.
No, I get
insurance.
it if like you out of love want to give it to a woman,
right?
But when she's like,
well, she was young, mind you. She's 15 years younger than this bloke.
I would figure
And
she.
I feel like
figure
she's
he
like
would have
30.
been
in her
old
20s.
school. Yeah.
she's in her 20s and
She was
he's
in her
like 40.
Yep, he's 49. I want to say. Yep. So
Oy.
she's
Well,
young.
that would put her in her.
I mean, I say,
Never mind.
Should be a Southern Belle.
I say, oi, but like, you know. Ugh.
He's like, listen, I don't know.
Anyway, well, with Meredith having been demoted, right? Well, let me back up because
This is a money thing.
So he's still married to Jenn Air. He does go to the jewelry store and pick out a promise ring. So just to close that
Of
gap.
course he does.
But yeah,
Ultimatums.
so Meredith has been demoted. And she started looking for a new job, and she's being considered for an assistant VP of marketing at Villanova University. So she's moving up in the world.
They're good at basketball.
And at the time, Mark thought it might be a good idea for a solid 90-day split so that he could end things right with Jenn Air rather than have Meredith in the mix.
Okay.
He felt like Meredith needed the time to get spun up with her new job. Once she got it, then it would be easier for everyone to just, take a step back for a little bit. In addition, the University of Delaware had started an investigation into Meredith and Mark's relationship because at this point they know something's up because Jenn Air's dumbass kept sending letter after letter after letter.
And the University of Delaware is a beacon of
Right.
morality.
They all have like,
Exactly.
stamps on them and stuff.
So-
Delivered via owl.
Jim Jordan almost got a job there.
Well,
I
Mark
was like,
confronts
Luke. Matthew.
Mark confronts Jenn Air about the investigation, to which Jenn Air seems pretty satisfied. And, no, she has no job. She was only shooting herself in the foot because if Mark gets, fired, where the fuck's she gonna go?
Right.
And she has no
Alimony,
income.
that's his job to figure out.
Well, Jenn Air's solution for Mark was to accuse Meredith of sexual harassment.
Oh man.
Quote, tell them she forced you. Tell them your boss came on to you and you were afraid that you would lose your job if you didn't submit. And basically she told him he was an idiot if he didn't do what she told him to do. Well, of course, Mark told her that wasn't going to happen. So that, he's trying to figure out what the hell to do at this point. And Jenn Air wasn't going to make things any better by going to Mark's boss about the affair, yet she still is sewing recording devices in his clothes.
That's going to be awesome.
He
Yeah.
didn't
What's that thing hitting my ankle now?
Meredith knows about the recordings at this point, saying that Jenn Air could go to jail for bugging her husband while she works in a state institution and goes to make several calls to determine what can happen.
Now
She's
it's a whole
hell of a seamstress.
Yeah.
now it's a
right?
whole microphone, just like
He don't give a damn.
I don't
No.
remember having a tail, but
Well, Mark,
there it is.
Mark confronts Jenn Air in front of the counselor and she promises to stop and confesses that she bought a dozen recording devices and had them in all Mark's jackets. Every
Damn.
single one of them.
who is in control of this Amazon
that is-
account?
yeah,
That's what
that
I
is-
want to
I know, right?
That is my kind of girl, though.
You
Like,
know,
I don't mean
I knew you would identify
I'm
with
all
this,
about
but
that kind
I
of.
knew-
Really,
I
you
knew-
fucking cheating on me? They got you.
I got
I mean, but it's crazy that she looked at the closet and was like, "Oh, he got 12 jackets." So like 12.
You know what's funny is like Mark, if he paid any attention,
Alexa,
would go
order
home.
12 recording devices.
Don't
Well,
listen to
you
that,
know how
Alexa.
Alexa just glows yellow, and he's like, "Read me my notifications." Well, you have 12 recording devices have been delivered today by Lenore.
Lenore.
Janore.
Lenore, I love how he changes her name every single time.
You hate the name Jenn Air, right?
Jeanette, Lenore.
She must be recording some shit. I have no idea.
Got a recording studio coming, I guess.
Well,
12 super secret.
Mark
microphones.
confronts Jenn Air in front of the counselor, like I said, and she promises to stop. Well, she's taking them out each night and like transcribing all of the conversations via like in a notebook.
Oh, if only my
and
phone
on the
would
computer.
dictate for me.
She told the counselor and Mark that she was going to turn over all the conversations that she recorded to their attorney. So
That's fair.
So getting desperate to save her marriage, I like how you say that.
That's fair. Bear's like, you can use that in court.
Yeah.
Look, she's put some work into this.
That's
I gotta.
She has.
You want to give her a point, right? You want to say
I have 32 terabytes worth of information for you.
Jenn Air sends Mark a file of naked pictures of herself because she's desperate. She wants to save her marriage. So he's out of town. She's like, look at my naked body. Well, of
Look at
course,
the
well,
Look at my old body.
he thought she.
I got someone 15 years younger than me.
That is awfully
Nothing's
aggressive.
hanging.
That is,
It's
it's
so
like
aggressive.
it's two different poles.
It is.
On this.
It's
It's like
awful.
here's all of my nakedness. Oh yeah, and I'm recording you. And transcribing every night. You're sleeping.
Don't leave me. What'd you say? Say it louder.
Facts.
You speaking.
Damn.
Well, of course.
Look directly in the camera.
Well, Mark says she's beautiful, but he's not attracted to her any longer because he and Meredith's attraction and love is beyond.
They have a thing.
Yeah, thank
Mark
you.
said,
Yes.
meh.
It's beyond sexual.
It's beyond sexual.
Come on, guys.
What do you think about this?
Come on.
Meh.
Come on, guys.
And that's just fueled by Jenn Air's hate, you know, so it's bad. So she confesses to Mark that she wrote a letter to the hiring manager at Villanova saying that Meredith was a shitty person and just couldn't be trusted. So while slick, her letter didn't do anything to deter Villanova from hiring Meredith. So, you know, she still got the job.
You know, basketball team.
Right? Exactly.
Makes her head coach. Jesus.
Well, she was a cheerleader. Yeah. Well, that evening, while getting ready for St. Patty's
St. Patty's.
St. Patty's Day
Super
party.
Daddy Day.
Talk about a Freudian slip.
I know.
St. Daddy's Day. Meow. Sign me up.
So they're getting ready for St. Daddy's Day. Leather heels and all.
Green leather heels.
These are $400 Fridays.
Oh, shit.
Comes in speaking with an Irish accent.
Anyway, Mark promises to go to the St. Patty's Day party.
Okay.
And he's putting on his jacket. Well, guess what he finds?
Oh, a
Another
security tag.
Stun gun. I
As
was
DJ
waiting.
Khaled,
So close.
as DJ Khaled says, another one.
There you go. He finds another recording device.
He's like,
Well-
oh, turbine.
Well, Mark had enough, and he decides, I'm going to a fucking attorney. He's like, I'm done. The attorney urges
Robocop
Mark
over here.
to get the hell out of the house and pursue a protection order from his wife because she's worried
she's crazy.
that Jenn Air was just not in the right mind. She's lost it.
Clearly.
Well, Mark knew that Jenn Air was upset and didn't believe that she was violent, regardless of the fact that she was recording conversations.
Stake number one.
And she had keyed Meredith's Audi convertible. And
Oh,
one
not the
evening,
TT.
yes, she did.
turbos.
And one evening, she rolls up on Mark and Meredith having a conversation in a wine bar close to Mark and Jenn Air's apartment, screaming at Mark to get his fucking ass home. So she leans over and whispered in Meredith's ear that there was a special place in hell for women like her.
How close did she get to her?
She got in her
She
ear.
got
She
in her
rolls up
ear.
on the wine bar and she's like,
Yeah,
hey,
Bear.
Mark,
It's-
get your ass home.
Bear, you ain't paying attention when you're at the wine bar. Somebody can come up on your ear so
What
quick.
wine bar am I going
No,
to?
The one at Whiskey Tavern
Yeah,
in,
yeah, you
in
need to
Tennessee.
stop.
What's that one?
She had previously yelled at them, right? From
Yeah.
the car.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm getting out. And they're just like going to sit there at the bar like, she's coming closer.
Right? And that's what happens.
There's a place for whores like you.
Like she's
what
walking
happens.
around me.
All in
She's
the
walking
ear.
around me in my ear.
She's like, well,
That's
could there be
right.
3 of us?
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
nothing's going to stop Jenn Air from getting her man back. And ultimately, she becomes obsessed with the fact that
Law
Mark and Meth
enforcement, maybe.
were doing all.
Someone needs a
She's
gun.
wondering what the
You would
fuck's
think
going
so.
on.
Restraining orders.
Well, Jenn Air managed to hack into Mark's Outlook calendar
telling you, this
God.
bitch.
at the University of Delaware. And I feel like she's, your soul animal or some shit.
Spirit
Gotta
animals.
stop using password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I
6,
know,
7,
right?
8.
Welcome
You gotta stop
one.
falling asleep and letting them use your thumb.
Yeah,
That's
hey,
what it is.
Oh, I didn't.
Come on, Barrett. That's the
think about
oldest
it.
You heard
trick in the
about
book.
they
head up.
they had to land a plane because a woman used her husband's. He fell asleep on a flight, and he used his finger to open his phone and went through the phone and found out that he was cheating. She went crazy, and they had to land because she was.
Duct taped her to the seat.
Damn, yeah, that's a
Losing
bad
nuts.
place to find
That
out
is.
somebody cheating because you can't go
Right?
nowhere.
You got-
Yeah, where the fuck are you going to go? You
I
stop.
would go to the bathroom and just stay there.
She had been waiting. She had been waiting on that.
Punching somebody.
Sorry.
That's
You
okay.
can't punch somebody on the plane.
You sure as shit could. Then you get forcefully taken to the
That's
back.
what I'm saying. Now you can never fly again.
Well, yeah, it was worth it.
Well, Jenn Air manages to hack into, his calendar at the University of Delaware and became the administrator of his calendar. And that emails everyone on Mark's team that Jenn Air is now the administrator of Mark's calendar. Which, talk about confusion and some psychotic shit.
They're like, yo, his wife is running his
She's
wife.
like, here's some nudes. Keep it on the DL.
Yep. Well, Mark finally decides to file for divorce, and that night sits Jenn Air down and tells her once they meet the residency requirement for Delaware, which is in a couple of weeks, he's filing for divorce. Well, as you can imagine, Jenn Air doesn't take this very well.
Nope.
But the next morning, Jenn Air has to come up with a plan on how they would play out the next few weeks. So she's got this shit down to a T. Okay. Jenn Air indicates that she is going she's going back to South Carolina to look for jobs anywhere else, that she might be able to find one. So that means Colorado,
So
Arizona.
Greenville was South Carolina Greenville.
Yeah.
It was
there's
Greenville,
two.
South Carolina, but I
and
think there's
Delaware.
Greenville and Delaware.
Yeah, so there's two. So anywhere
Yeah.
that she might
This
be able
story
to find
didn't
a
start
job.
in Florida.
No, believe it or not.
Surprising.
Started in Greenville, which is near Pickens County,
There you go. There you
directly
go.
near Clemson University.
There you go.
All right.
is way too close
let
to
her finish her story.
Technically,
Sorry.
it didn't
Thank
start
you.
there. It
Yeah,
just
there you
traveled
go.
through
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but that's crazy. He's shit. Like, I see him naked photos and everything.
Well, in addition, she and Mark would have a wind down, a quote unquote wind down period, and spend as much time together as possible, going on hikes,
On a
eating
wind down,
dinner,
I figure that's a-
together, spending time with their dog Huck. Well, Jenn Air tells him that he was allowed to see Meredith, but she needed to know every time he went to be with her.
How do you call a dog Huck?
Well, it was Huckleberry.
Sure, but you're like,
Of course.
Huck, get the Huck over here. Huck.
But I like it.
Fuck, it's real close to sex.
I'll be a Huckleberry. Like, listen, Dave, you come back here again when I'm calling my dog. I'm done.
Val Kilmer's all pissed off.
Well, Mark reluctantly agrees, hoping to keep the peace, thinking that this was Jenn Air's way of dealing with the divorce. And Mark, felt like he could at least give his time and attention to her during their quote unquote wind down period. I mean, that's the least he could do. Well,
He's like, let me tell you the least you can do. Stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts.
Ease up. Chill out. Come on.
But I would do a phone
Break.
call.
Just a break. Yeah. Yeah,
meanwhile, Jenn Air started going to a divorce coach. Her name is Sheila,
Okay.
Princess of Power.
Sheila.
I'm just joking.
Is that what Sheila means?
No, oh God.
Do we mean She-Ra?
Oh yeah.
That's what she means.
I was like, yo, is
Just
this
keep
Greek?
on going, Chrissy. Just
Anyways,
keep on going.
Sheila.
Snarf. Snarf, snarf.
Sheila was hired to help Jenn Air see the divorce coach. Wasn't an end,
Divorce coach.
but an opportunity to start a new chapter in her life.
Okay.
Jenn Air exhibited to Sheila normal behavior of a woman going through a traumatic experience. Aside from the recordings and seemingly, being a little obsessed.
Insane.
I don't
with
know that
Mark
she needs
and
any
Meredith.
encouragement. This feels like a bad
She's
match.
like, you know
Yes,
what?
yes.
Quit sending nudes. Quit recording people. Quit writing letters. Quit controlling calendars.
Find a fucking hobby.
Yeah. You ever heard of
Right?
whittling?
I'm
You got
with
a
you.
dog.
Do you have an Xbox?
Just some needlepoint or,
You should play Call of
Something.
Duty.
Some cross stitch.
Yeah.
Well,
Dancing.
Sheila and Mark didn't know what they didn't know was that Jenn Air was losing her grip on reality, which I think we all know.
Yeah, they didn't see it. We see it.
And spiraling down into pits of despair and self-loathing. Jenn Air, in addition to recording Mark's conversations, had purchased also a GPS tracking equipment that she put on both Mark and Meredith's car.
She got them low jacks.
Yeah. So on her computer, she was able to pull up both Mark's location as well as Meredith's at any point during the day. See, you're all being tracked.
Yeah.
All these dots are touching. They're together.
They're all being tracked.
My goodness.
She'd make notes,
Merde.
screenshots, and actually labeled the trackers.
Battery low. Are we plugged in?
Oh, pause. Well, okay. So she's got Mark labeled as Mark Liar, and Meredith was M Whore.
Like the horde.
The liar and the horror together.
The liar and the whore. Well, she also began making videos of herself while crying and speaking to the camera, documenting her depressive state.
That's called a Wednesday.
Yeah, her videos were filled with demeaning comments about herself. I'm ugly. Nobody wants me. No wonder he's leaving me. Well, several nights before her death, she went to the 7th floor of her apartment building, swearing she was going to jump. She recorded herself telling her animals, Huck, and the beloved cat Gypsy that she had.
You're jumping first.
Goodbye.
We're going together. Mommy loves you.
Under each arm.
Check out Salt Lake City.
All for one, one for all, right?
That's
Dog's like,
Or she tells them goodbye and begged them to forgive her. She's
she's so crazy. She definitely dog talked to him like, you gotta forgive me. I'm gonna jump and you gotta forgive me. Don't eat the cat. Oh boy.
Don't eat the cat.
Well, she was
The liar will be home soon. Sorry.
She's unable to pick the lock to get out onto the roof.
Okay.
So she opened a nearby window, determined to end her life by jumping out.
The one skill she didn't get.
Mark,
Picking.
It's the one thing she couldn't order on
Why if it wasn't for
Amazon.
the fucking locked doors?
I don't know. She may have ordered a lock pick on
Yeah,
Amazon.
I don't know. It didn't make
She
it
sounded
in
like she
time.
was just like a drill to it.
It's said by 10 a.m. Delivery.
I don't even see an Amazon truck around here.
Well, Mark, having run after her as well as stopped her and grabbed her, telling her he did love her and everything would be okay. So, you know, you got your
It will
husband
be
running.
okay, but I
Right.
won't be here.
It'll be okay for you.
Here, put on this really
Definitely
long sleeve jacket backwards.
We're just gonna tie a knot.
Pay no mind to those buckles.
Go ahead,
She
bounce off the
begs.
walls.
Well, she does. She begs him not to commit her. She says, "Please don't commit me."
Oh, it's not me committing you.
Well, the next morning,
Your brain.
she's chirper than ever. She's seemingly back to normal. He chalked it up to her just being upset about the pending divorce. I feel like this guy is oblivious, but
Oh yeah,
Fucking idiot.
it's okay.
I don't know.
he's definitely one of them guys you can get over on
You
in
think?
life. Yeah.
He's the guy who gets kicked in the nuts and be like, I'll be fine, not out for rage for whoever did
I've got some beachfront property in Arizona to
There
sell.
you
Yeah, he
go.
don't give a damn.
Exactly. Well, for Mark and Meredith, and from the outside world, the date of April 23rd, 2018 seems to be a normal day. Mark leaves for work, but before leaving, he told Jenn Air he loved her.
Opening day.
Yep. And of baseball.
Philadelphia Phillies. Yeah.
There you go.
God damn it, Barrett. Always relate to baseball.
I know, right?
He nailed it though.
Loves
he
some
did.
baseball.
Barrett was like, oh, I know that date.
Yep.
2018.
Well, Mark leaves for work. He says, I love you. Well, Mark also drove to Meredith's new house, which was close to Villanova, and brought her favorite drink from Starbucks and gave her a good morning kiss and told her he couldn't wait to start their lives together.
I hope her drink was that unicorn purple shit. And he's like, the unicorn thing.
Do you mean the pinkety drinkety?
Yeah.
The pinkety drinkety.
drinkety.
I don't know.
How come I
It was
haven't?
probably like a mocha chocolate.
No, it's like
swirl ribbon
it's like a
crunch.
raspberry lemonade or
it's
something like
pretty.
that. It's some crazy shit.
I don't know.
He was
what
like,
it
you know
was.
Margaret. You've seen the emails, Jenn Air. Yeah, she knows our drinks. It's crazy.
Well, Jenn Air, unbeknownst to both Mark and Meredith, was waiting for the perfect moment to exact her revenge on them.
course you was.
The drink.
Renair. No, Jennair. Now you got me calling
Now there's
her
a new
damn
name
names.
for you. Renair.
Renair.
I said Jenn Air.
No, but she just messed up.
Now I'm
She
fucking
said Renair.
Oh,
saying
well, it's a
names.
stupid name. We can call her
Renair.
Harriet.
She
Let's
was
just call
named
her
after
that.
the oven.
Jenn Air.
That is. Look at
That will help me. I know what a Jenn Air is.
There you go.
All right, that works. Jenn Air makes more sense.
Well, Jennair's at the end of her rope, guys. After following, listening,
She's
and
been dangling there for a while. Like that bitch has been hanging on for
Yeah,
a minute.
for
She's
life.
fallen and actually just caught it a couple times.
Yeah.
Not yet.
That was close enough.
Fact.
well, she's listening and documenting all the conversations, meetings, and whereabouts of Mark and Meredith. Couldn't take the thought of them ever being happy and was obsessed with them paying for what they had done to her. In a letter she wrote to her parents, quote, Meredith is a parasite, a blood-sucking, life-sucking parasite.
I've used those
And
words before.
She needs to be destroyed.
Jenn Air's so good at her allegories.
It's all I can think about.
Metaphor.
I just want to blow her face off and destroy her.
Wow.
I
Subway.
want Mark to have lasting
Movie
memories of the visuals of both of us like that. It's all I dream about, end quote.
Okay,
What a psychopath.
as if nothing else prior to this was the cry for help, this is the cry for help.
I
Okay.
mean,
We
we've
missed
all
it.
we've all
Right.
gotten those letters.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh, have we?
Wait, I don't ever remember receiving one of those.
I've never gotten one of those letters.
No. I remember.
Now I want a stalker.
I remember.
I don't think you do.
No.
Not in 2021,
They
lady.
apparently take over Outlook calendars.
Yeah.
No.
Oh fuck!
I
didn't know
remember
what it
getting
mean,
I
you know?
hate you, you suck.
I never even got.
I never got those.
Actually.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't say. I've always been friends with my exes.
Oh my
No,
god!
I
I'm
never
Jenn
knew
Air.
that shit.
I've always been friends.
The one
Well,
writing
Are
the
you
letters.
Jenn Air?
You know who's a loser? You. So fucking sad, and it is your fault. Oh man.
Okay.
Well, it will come to light for Mark that his anti-gun wife, because for those of you who missed it, she's anti-gun. Very anti-gun.
Okay.
She's gonna change
And
it up.
purposely purchased a Taurus Tracker 357 Magnum,
God damn.
You don't break
which
her wrist.
is
She's
a
blowing
badass
everybody
weapon.
away.
I don't know shit about weapons, just so you know, but I can feel like this would kill someone.
Anything with 357 in
It's
it.
a revolver for
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I feel
And
like
it's a
it would
big
blow
one.
somebody's head off.
Well, she can operate in the rain.
That doesn't only blow someone's head. Like it'll scoop out brains and just go.
And take it?
Yeah.
Well, she bought one. That same afternoon, Jenn Air walked out with a gun after having passed a background check. So she goes in, says, I want a fucking gun. I don't know that she said, I want to blow somebody's brains out. But
They
she
probably didn't
was-
ask.
Right.
Don't ask.
They already had the emails. They knew her.
I feel like this should be part of the background check.
No.
What do
No.
you need it for?
All you need is
Oh, dude.
all you need is 2 calls to the FBI. If they don't answer, you can
yeah.
walk out.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
You walk
And
out with a gun.
If you're not a felon, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you're a felon, you can still get a gun.
Yeah. They'll just find out later. Hey, we need that gun back.
I need that gun. back.
Yeah.
This is Tim from Super Armory Plus. Seems like we sold you a gun we shouldn't have. We just got the results back. You don't need that. If you could bring it back, that'd be great.
Well, she then goes to a local range to learn how to use it.
This came with 6 bullets in it. Where's the 5th?
Yeah. Mark had an
herself.
inclination something was off when she showed up to kill him with wrist.
She should have killed him whenever she seen him with the dog when she was out there with the dog. That would have been the perfect timing.
Well, it was raining that day. Well, on the morning of April 23rd, Jenn Air emails her divorce coach, Sheila, saying that she wasn't sure there was a need to meet today because there was nothing that could be done. She was having surgery tomorrow, so she was having a hysterectomy. And Mark had told her he
No
was going
point in
to
having this stuff anymore.
take care of her.
Damn it, Derek.
Because I'm 50.
Took a turn.
Tough crowd.
She also forwarded an exchange between her and Mark the week before about Mark supporting her after the divorce because Mark's going to supposedly take care of her during the
Oh, like Dr.
hysterectomy.
Dre's wife, still getting $300,000
Right? Oh, wow.
a month.
Sit in
Why
your
the
house, write
hell
your
hadn't I
stories.
married that dude?
Well, it's
He's like 60.
until she dies or
he-
until she gets married again.
I guess.
And I'm not going to
Yeah,
get married
yeah,
again.
Yeah, like I'm like, what the fuck
Dr.
kind of
Dre
shit is
almost died
this?
too. She was like
Yeah, she was about to be in the bank if he would have died, but you can keep going. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right.
He's not in him's basement.
Episode 83 will be about Dr. Dre and his murder.
Yes.
So, anyway, Mark agreed to pay 100% of the bills while she looked for work, and that she didn't have to worry about being left high and dry because he was not about to do that to her.
Man, women got it good.
Amazon bill had to look fucked too. though.
Email seemed completely benign to Sheila, given the hurt that Jenn Air's going through. She's just sharing her hatred for Mark, I guess.
Okay.
Well, after hitting the send button, she pulled up the Spy Trek GPS dashboard. This is not an advertisement for Spy Trek, but apparently they're pretty good.
Mark is in the house.
And she hit her computer. She saw it on her computer, and she sees that Mark was heading to Meredith's and captured a screenshot and titled it, "Look who's going to Meredith's today." She then captures Mark parked in front of Meredith's house and titled it, "Working today?" ?
Damn.
25 minutes later, Jenn Air pinged Mark to ask him about a gas receipt because she handled all the finances, and asked if Huck did his business that morning on his walk and finalized plans to meet around 6 after work. Completely normal conversation.
You know how quickly I'd ignore your fucking gas receipt text?
Well, she did the receipts and finances. I got nothing. She's very controlling.
She's plotting. This is her way to still have some sort of communication with him
Agreed.
that's mildly relevant.
There's absolutely you know what happened? I don't want a receipt. Things are changing. We're getting divorced.
Well, Jenn Air then wrote a lengthy letter to her parents where she asked her parents to put down her cat Gypsy because it was the right thing to do because she wasn't there to take care of her and how she hated Meredith.
Can you imagine
Again, that
having
was the parasite email.
a conversation with one person and it, a regular sentence, then I hate that bitch. Like every time you circle back to Meredith, like, can we just get through one story without listening to M whore at all?
No, she was obsessed.
Yeah, that's very bad.
Jenn
She
Air
had
just
ruined
didn't
her
want to
life,
enter the
and there
cat
was no
box.
way she was going to let Mark and Meredith ride off into the sunset together.
I
That
feel
was
like
it.
that was probably an autocorrect she set up in her phone. Like every time she tried to type Meredith, it was like
M
bitch
whore.
whore. Yeah.
You mean duck?
Facts.
I know. I hate that shit. Why does that happen?
I don't know.
Yeah, Zach sends those all the time.
Duck.
Yeah.
Carrie does it too. This ducking place.
Yes. When it's like, oh, you meant ducking. I'm like, no, I don't duck a whole lot.
Maybe that's what your son was trying to say, duck.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And y'all do water sports, so yeah, you was like ducks.
Dad, I said duck. I didn't say fuck.
I didn't say fuck.
No, I was going to give him credit for saying fuck. But, I mean,
Right context.
yeah.
It's like, unlike Jenn Air, we're not BSing through this.
I don't see the point. I mean, he was 9, but
Okay.
whatever.
It's not like he hasn't heard worse.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Well, then Jenn Air cleans up the apartment, left notes about dog food, kitty litter on the counter, jumped into a black Cadillac.
Hold on. Kitty litter on the counter?
That happens.
Well, no, it was a note
Oh,
about
okay.
kitty litter on the
All right.
counter.
All right.
You
No,
sounded
kitty
like
litter-
you sound like that happened to you a lot. You was like,
A lot? No.
Don't
my cat,
eat at Zach's.
My cat, if my cat's on the counter, she better be head on a swivel because the hand is coming. Pop!
you don't hit him with the.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it works, but where's that? Hand's right here.
Gotcha.
No, that's fair. Don't hit the cat.
I pop her. I don't hit her.
Poor thing.
Listen.
Anyway, she jumps into a black Cadillac XTS sedan. And she had secretly rented this 2 weeks prior and then drove 7 minutes to a gourmet food store and cafe that she had been trying to eat at for a while and never made it. So it's kind of like her last meal.
Meredith? Or, God,
Jenn
no,
Air.
no, no.
Lenore.
Lenore,
Come on,
Meredith,
Harriet. All right, I'm on. Yeah.
Jenn Air.
Jenn Air.
Well, after finishing her last meal, she got 5.5 miles across the Pennsylvania border to a firing range where she had been perfecting her shot for weeks. So she was going to make sure that
So she was ready.
she was ready.
That fire.
Weeks.
You know that
Weeks
firing
of
range
training.
Why did I buy such a big gun?
I feel like that. I mean, is that not going to give a lot of kickback?
Oh, it's definitely. It's
Absolutely.
gonna hit her in the face.
Right?
Easily.
If I was gonna kill someone, it's definitely not like, you know what, 357 Magnum should be the one to do
Yeah,
it.
no.
Like,
I got
Definitely not.
Well, at 1:49 in the afternoon, she then called the GPS system again, Spy Tech, for a technical support question. And spent 28 minutes talking.
28 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah, she had
28,
technical difficulties. I have no idea.
No, that makes sense. We've all been on a 28-minute plus call with technical
I
difficulties.
mean,
Well,
is
it's
this
because
did
they're
you turn it off and turn it back on?
Yeah.
That is the IT crowd question right there. Is it on?
Now,
Turn
are you
on,
the
or-
type of person that tells them to call you back if the waiting is taking too long?
I have to.
No, I don't do that. I sit there and wait.
Oh no, why?
Because, man, they don't call you back.
You just check my Amazon. I ordered a new one.
They don't call you back.
Why doesn't this work?
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
send you
I
an
ordered a
email
new
real
one.
quick. I'm just gonna have a couple pictures.
Well, while on the phone with Spy Tech, her mother calls. And she's leaving a message about her daughter's surgery, asking Jenn Air to call her back. Well, her next stop, being Jenn Air, was at 2:40 at a gas station, 0.6 miles from Meredith's home, where she fills her tank up for $25. Now, why she filled her tank up, knowing she was going to like blow her brains out.
It's
I
a
have
rental.
no idea. Yeah, and I don't know, she was a rule follower.
Maybe she didn't want to pay the bill for not filling the tank back up after turning the rental.
Yeah, she's like,
You'll
Mark,
see in a minute why that's not relevant.
I mean, it's not relevant. Yeah.
Mark's a good guy. I'm not gonna make him pay for this.
I mean, right.
Okay.
Well, 7 minutes later, she calls her mom back, talks to her for 3 minutes, and that would be the last time she ever spoke to her mom.
Yeah.
After that call, what Jenn Air did is anyone's guess. She had been casing Meredith's house for more than a week, dressed in all black sweats and a dark-colored wig. She also downloaded a map of the Villanova campus.
That is inconspicuous.
And
Dude, yeah. Oh my god.
We got witches walking around this
I
building.
know, right? I'm scared to go outside. In a letter she wrote to her family, she said, quote, her house is situated weird in a back behind some other houses with a long driveway and has a lot of windows that I might not be able to do it there as I wanted. I really can't hide well or surprise them without getting caught. I can't have them see me or call the police before I can do what I need to do. In public, they will see me coming, end quote. I need justice. Sorry, quote again. I need justice for my pain and destruction. Their immoral, unethical, and cruel actions have consequences. He does not grieve for me now. He won't grieve for me then. So maybe he'll grieve for her. Yes, this is payback, end quote. That's some serious shit right there.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
at
incriminating.
5,
After then, you're kind of like, don't do what you're gonna do. But
So much love.
yeah.
Uh,
Well,
Love you
she's,
so much it hurts.
mind you,
You.
she's not in the right frame of mind, period.
She hasn't been in a very long time.
I
No.
don't think she was ever. She always
No.
had like a screw loose.
Yeah. So at 5:25, Mark was leaving his office and messaged Jenn Air where she had decided on dinner. She replied that she wanted to meet a new place, which is at Fire Point. At 5:42, Meredith took a selfie in front of St. Thomas of Villanova and posted, quote, couldn't be more excited to be Villanova University's new AVP for Market and Creative Services. Just a week on the job, and I'm already feeling the love from hashtag Nova Nation.
Nova Nation.
Woo!
Woo-hoo.
Okay.
Well,
2018, they won the national title,
they did.
didn't they?
Yep.
I don't know. It's basketball.
It's, yeah. Oh, that's, yeah. Well, anyway. All right.
It was
5
that
minutes.
last shot.
5 minutes later, Mark arrives at the restaurant and tells Jenn Air that he's at the outside bar. He asks if she wants him to order a glass of cab, to which she replies, sure. Minutes later, Jenn Air says that she's running late because she took a wrong turn, and Mark replies, "Kay, I'm ordering food." The time is now 5:49, and Meredith is on her way home. Jenn Air's phone rings at that same time, and a voicemail is left by a neighbor, Alicia, who says she went down to see Huck, which is Jenn Air's dog, and he's not down there. His leash is on the counter, but he's not in any room. And she says, "What's going on? Give me a call. Talk to you later." Well, Jenn Air, pissed off, calls Mark because she's forgotten that she's put the dog outside in the like outside area of the apartment. So it tells you right there she's lost her fucking mind. She calls Mark pissed off, and Mark doesn't have his ringer on, and he sees that he's missed her call, but she leaves a message and she's like, you took the dog. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, Jenn Air then sends a follow-up text and says, where is Huck? Well, Mark says, what? Jenn Air says, where is Huck? You took him. I knew you would do this. I asked Alicia to let him out, but he's not there. Mark says, I didn't take him. He's there. Have her check again. 5 minutes later, Jenn Air replies. Jenn Air says, I found him, but now I'm too upset. I'm turning around. Just go home. Mark says, can't, ordered food. Jenn Air says, go home now.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry, motherfucker. Well, Mark says, no, I'm going to finish. Well, at that time, Jenn Air sees Meredith pulling into her driveway. She gets out of the car, keys in hand and phone in the other, and walks into the door and, unlocks it. Walks up to the door to unlock it. Meredith, in the prime of her life, was then shot in the face with the .357 Magnum. It entered her left cheek and lodged in her spinal cord, instantly killing her.
So she was shot from down.
Yeah. Like
Yep.
how tall was Jenn Air?
Jenn Air was actually really tall. I think she was like 5.
And Meredith was like 5'2".
Yeah, so Meredith was really short.
Yeah.
Meredith was 5 foot nothing. I think she was 5'1", 5'2". She was really
short girls are fun, you know?
That's what
they say.
When you watch The Walking Dead, Rick always holds his revolver like this, like way too down, like
Right.
he's pointing at somebody. He's like, "Listen." So that's probably what Jenn Air.
Oh, we got another season of Rick coming up too.
Oh God, shoot
Rick and
me
Morty.
now.
Rick and Morty.
I wonder if she even had a moment to go, oh shit.
I don't
Or
know.
if it was just...
It was instant.
Super quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You die now, Hobbit sis. She's like, no.
Well, Jenn Air then reached for her phone and calls her neighbor Alicia, the neighbor that she had asked to walk her dog, and left a voicemail saying, I've done a bad thing. She then sent Mark a text message with a photo. It was a pile of trash, and in the center was a used condom. Jenn Air says, you fucked her. Mark says, I don't know what you're talking about. This photo is disturbing in so many ways. Jenn Air says, then she was cheating on you. Jenn Air then says, you ruined my life. I hope you never find happiness. Bye, Mark. And with that, she shoots herself in the head with the same gun she shot Meredith.
Man.
So both families were devastated, but more confused was Jenn Air's family. Jenn Air hid her suffering. That name.
You can't put that on us.
I know that name.
I
That
think
name.
Mark should have been confused out of everybody.
Well, yeah, he was.
Mark's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Sitting in the back going like, what?
Well, she had a secret life, and a lot of this shit didn't come out until after she had died, and he saw that he was, being tracked. She was obsessing over his love affair, and she had resources at hand, and she just refused help. I mean, she had counselors, she had people around her that loved her, including her parents, but she just did not want any help.
Y'all got a lot of information on this topic.
Yes.
Like, where do y'all go for your information?
I read books. So good. That was a good question. So I did, I downloaded Mark Gerardot's book called, it slips me now, but I think it's Irreparable is what it's called.
Okay.
And it had a lot of good information. There's a lot of shit out there on the internet.
Yeah, definitely.
And I do a lot Research.
Mark, the one that wrote the book, is Mark
Correct.
from the story.
Yes. So it's and he did it as a way. It was very cathartic. It was.
Yeah, I'd write a fucking book too.
Mark definitely wrote the "If I Did It." O.J. Simpson.
You know what the name of my book would have been? This bitch.
Well, it goes to show there's a lot of mental illness out there. There's a
Yeah.
lot of resources that people can
Yeah.
go. And, after her death, there were 20 tons of stuff was dropped off for her husband and family to sort through. She was a hoarder.
Oh.
Yeah.
See? Now we understand why.
20 tons, which is it's a lot of crap. She had rooms, like she had rented out a lot of storage rooms and she just had a ton of shit. She was a hoarder. And And as a hoarder, and I don't know if you guys ever seen hoarders.
Definitely.
I can't watch it.
It just adds to the list
Make
of
you feel
symptoms.
sticky.
Yeah, of mental illness. It was likely that she was masking her mental illness for years, even decades. If anything, I think this just proves that every person has their breaking point. And for Jenn Air, it was, losing her husband. And,
I think that's a breaking point for anybody to lose your significant other, but
right.
that being layered on top of it all.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's yeah, it was her breaking point on a level here to then never seen.
But she never technically lost her husband because he was still paying for everything.
You're
Not
exactly
a lot
right.
of women can
Then you
be happy with that.
But she had taken her whole life and wrapped it into him. She had no identity of her own, which, and that's really important in a relationship to have your own identity.
Yep.
And she did not have that. So it's a really sad story in the end. All jokes aside, mental illness is a big issue worldwide.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed.
No,
And
absolutely.
it's
Definitely agree.
and not a lot of people pay attention to it. So, therefore, I have nothing else. I want to give a special thanks to All About Nothing podcast,
Thank you for having
Barrett,
us.
Trent, and
thanks.
Zach. You
Thank you for
guys have
including
been
us.
a blast.
Oh, you're absolutely
We've
right.
had a lot of fun.
I just want to touch on the mental illness part too.
Yeah.
Like we can sit here and joke, but you got to take care of yourself
Absolutely.
and know that it's okay to go talk to people. And
100%.
Not feel okay. Not feeling okay is the most okay thing to feel.
Absolutely.
So
We're all human.
Well, just like they have escape rooms, they have smash rooms.
They've got rage rooms.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
so that's what everybody needs. I feel like.
Mushroom, something else on Jersey Shore.
Absolutely.
my
Oh,
gosh.
God. And then we digress.
And that's
Leaving
where
the
we
Barrett.
cut it off.
And that's where we cut it off. You guys check out the podcast, the All About Nothing podcast. Go to their website, allaboutnothing.com.
Y'all check out
The-
Status Macabre too,
Yeah,
because this is
yeah.
their show. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our show today, but it's their
I'm
show.
It
Zach.
is. Y'all have taken control.
I'm Zach.
I'm Trent.
I'm Barrett,
And we are
Status Macabre.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
Love it. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.